against receiving Mariba Council approval. Now, Mr. Lee's company, River and Ocean, is behind a $650 million eco-resort plan for the same Barnwell Road property at Myola. That's huge, isn't it? 650 mil. But development manager Mark Lawson said the KUR-Cow tourism business was completely separate to KUR-World, which was still subject to the EIS, due to be available for public feedback very soon. Look, that'll do us for the moment. We'll just get an update firstly on what's happening up there so far. Apparently there's two separate entities, which is going to be a matter of confusion to a lot of people. Now, Mark Lawson wasn't there, but Harry Sou was. He's available to talk about this. We all know Harry because he's got Cathay China, but he's also involved in KUR-World. Hello, Harry.
Hey, morning, John.
Can you understand everyone gets a bit confused about KUR-Cow and KUR-World and the visitor, the tourists who visit there, and the big $650 million tourism venture, separate entities but under the same banner?
Yeah, well, it all started when we started to actually having the cattle business, which is called KUR-Cow.
Yes.
A few years ago. And Ken has been inviting a number of investors and friends and associates come to this region, have a look for the potential to grow the cattle business and also possibility to invest in this KUR-World project. That was all back to 2015 and 2016. And from then, a lot of these travelers come in and give Ken some other suggestions about potential tourism in the region, apart from the project. And we submitted the thing called IAF, which is the preliminary of the EIS,
yes,
back into May 2016. In fact, we drafted that document to give it to the Coordinator General Office back into February 2016.
Yeah.
And from then, there wasn't any mention about this KUR-Cow Barnwell possibility, which is a leisure-based farm tourism business, similar to some of the tablelands farm touring business up there.
How many at a time? How many people, how many tourists could be there with Barnwell, the Barnwell version, at any one time?
Yeah, at the moment, we got approval from the Mariba Shire Council for 150 packs a day,
yeah,
per day. And obviously, we would like to grow that number with a little bit more infrastructure being put in, and we should be able to apply for a smaller, large number than what we have approved now. So this is something we will aim at in the near future. But what we're doing is no different to any farm tourism. At the moment, it's a low-scale farm tourism, low impact, and it's not related to the grand EIS KUR-World approval, because that one is the footprint and the master plan is completely different to what we are doing now.
How many are you getting now? How many tourists?
Well, we are working on 150 packs a day, and
is that happening though? I mean, are they coming in such big numbers?
Yeah, we are working on the National Day of China, which is coming up in 3 weeks' time, in the end of September, 1st of October. And plus we are targeting local market, obviously. So we're going to have some open days, and we're going to invite locals to come up, have a look, give us some feedback about this product. So you will see us and hear from us very soon to put out some great packages for the locals to come have a look. Plus, obviously, we target on Japanese market and other English-speaking travelers market.
Okay, that was my next question. You're not just targeting tourists from China. It's more broad spectrum from countries all over the place.
Yeah, especially also locals too, because we do have a restaurant there, which we plan to open 7 days. And so I'm pretty sure with the beef we offer on the table, which are paddock to plate, plus we have a good chef in this restaurant. I think it will be appeal for people up in Kuranda and the near suburbs.
When does the restaurant open?
The restaurant already open.
Oh, is it?
Everything we do is soft opening. We just try to make sure that we have all the system in there running smoothly before we put out some of these big grand opening announcements. So we are subtly moving some baby steps.
Now, have you met Pollyanna? Oh, just before you answer that, I'll just read this from the Courier-Mail today. Article by Peter Michael. It reads, Hong Kong's richest woman heads a string of Chinese rich listers eyeing a stake, spelled S-T-A-K-E, in the $650 million KUR-World project. Now, her name is Pollyanna Chu. She's worth an estimated $6,300 million. Now, she's twice flown with fellow investors by private jet to Cairns. She's taken a helicopter out over the Great Barrier Reef, and she's visited the site at a working cattle property near Kuranda. Did you meet Pollyanna?
I did, yes. She did come on the property. She's a very good private friend of Ken.
Yeah.
I can tell you she's a very good horseman on the horse.
Oh, really?
Yes, she rides really well. She loves animals. She loves steak. She's good on a quad bike. She's a very versatile lady, very sporty and very knowledge about businesses. Yep.
Isn't it interesting? Wow, gee, she's got to quit. That's a huge amount of money. The fact that you're actually investing, or you're not, Mr. Lee's investing, $650 million up there in Kuranda, it's a staggering amount of money for an investment, isn't it?
Well, most certainly for some project like that, in terms of that, we have to consider a lot of environmental restraints around and a lot of footprints that involve how we can develop this in full. This $650 million certainly will not be all put in at one go. We will roll out the project in stages, and obviously this funding will be funded in stages to net this project to be successful with many more years to come.
Now, Harry, when the EIS comes through, which you're confident it will, how long after that will the major construction get underway?
Well, Mark Lawson seems to have confidence about this EIS approval. I work with the team, and I understand the process would never come easy. So we would like to see what exactly will be the conditions for the approval before we can comment on how long before we can start. Because if we do not know what the conditions are, we will not know how long we can actually have the full project roll out, in what time frame.
Okay, so it's too early to talk about specific.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to speculate at a time or the first tranche of funding commitment, because we do not know what conditions we are going to be faced at this stage.
Well, it's been an interesting update, Harry. We'll have to do it again in a couple of months. Good to talk to you again. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
That's Harry Sou. He's from Cafe China down at the casino. Oh, actually, it's got Cafe China all over. Now, it's news time. We're going to the national news.